Hello again, this is lesson 6 of the 6 lessons of the Ascent Advantage Academy gardening course. We hope you have enjoyed it, and we would now like to show you the resources that we suggest that you have if you'd like to garden. The first one that we have here is growing your own foods, growing your own living foods. This is an excellent book. It is all about sprouting and how you can sprout and what you can sprout and the nutritious value of different sprouts. We highly suggest that. It's Growing Your Own Living Foods, Sprouting the Easy Way by Brian Hetrick. Okay, number 2, as we mentioned earlier, seed catalogs. Now, Grow Organic from Pleasant Valley Farms is a really important I still have trouble with this left and right thing on the camera. Is important. It is an excellent book. If you go to Grow Organic, you can ask them to send you a catalog. You don't really need this catalog if you have internet, but we would suggest, as we have found out this morning, that our internet went down overnight, and there's such a strain on the internet right now that sometimes it would be better to have the hard copy in your hands. So ask for a catalog. You will be able to see what they have and so forth. Online, they have a lot of how to do things, videos, how to do things, which is very excellent. And then there's Johnny's Selected Seeds. We found that Johnny's is the #1 seed company, the number one that people in the country like, and it is, I think one of the reasons is that they have these sections right here in their catalog of how to grow the different crops, which is very important. That is a very, very big addition, a very, very good thing to know. Now, this All New Square Foot Gardening, we started out with this system several years ago. We have modified it. We've added the French intensive system into the All New Square Foot Gardening system, but this is a good freshman manual, good one to start with. Lasagna Gardening, I dearly love Lasagna Gardening. When we have in the fall a bunch of leaves and other organic materials, as well as maybe a lot of newspapers or whatever, if you want to create some new beds in the fall, Lasagna Gardening is the way to do it. I highly recommend that book also. Now you've got the Bountiful Container. We've talked about this before. The Bountiful Container is an excellent, excellent book. It tells you how to grow different things in containers. And if you are in an apartment and you have a balcony patio, or if you are in a townhome and you have very little space, in one place that we lived, we had a space 10 by 10. It was the townhomes were all connected, and this space was between the back of the garage and the front wall of one of the bedrooms, and then the next townhouse over and the family room in our townhome. And it was only a 10 by 10 space. It did not have that much sun, but by utilizing the patio part of this little space, which was about another 10 by 10, and the dirt also, using containers and whatnot, we were able to grow quite a bit, especially growing up. So container gardening is good. This is invaluable. If you don't have any other book, get this one, The Gardener's AZ Guide to Growing Organic Food. It is immensely important. This is the one that has the helps and remedies for pests and diseases and how to treat them organically, so that you do not have to ingest chemicals which are unfriendly to your microbiome. It is absolutely good, and anything almost that you can think of growing is in there. Now, this is, I talked about the idea briefly about this, about growing fresh air. The government tells us that the most polluted air in the United States is in our homes, and I believe it. It's important to switch out the air in your homes if you can, but also you can have fresh air within your homes. And this is the 50 houseplants that purify your home or office. It's written by a doctor, and so it's very very good, very detailed. There are so many toxins that off gas from paint, from linoleum, from carpeting and the glues that are used in setting carpeting, from new furniture, for example. Just a lot of things that you wouldn't ordinarily think of, and the right kind of plants can take those toxins away from you. Years ago, when we had a new campus, we had an environmentalist come and check us out, and she says, well, this is so new, because it was just new construction. She says, you really need to do something about this, because the toxins are going to create ADHD symptoms in your students. And we thought, well, that's not good. We've already got some that have some pretty good ADHD going on already. So she said, you can do one of two things. You can contact this company in California, and it'll cost you thousands and thousands of dollars for them to come in and detoxify your place, or you can grow fresh air. So besides that, having plants within your home, and if you do happen to grow within your house, it's marvelous. It's a very stress-reducing situation, and I highly recommend having greens around in your house. This is a book that we didn't mention, and if I'd had time in this series, I would have gone into this a little bit, because it is kind of important. The Intelligent Gardener, Growing Nutrient-Dense Food. What you can do to grow nutrient-dense food. If you have time, I would encourage you to get this and to read it. Another one that we didn't mention, but is also of importance, and I would encourage you to get this also. It's Rosemary Gladstar's Medicinal Herbs, A Beginner's Guide. It shows you how to know what to grow it, and how to use it. It tells you how to develop tinctures and ointments and teas and all sorts of concoctions that can keep you healthy. And the 33 herbs that she has included in here are highly important in keeping you healthy. And remember to look up the hardiness zone and what you can grow of those 33 herbs. Now the last one I'm going to mention is this one. This goes back to sprouting, because remember, sprouting gives you probably the most bang for your buck and the most nutrition for your square footage. This is the microgreen garden. Some people have made a business out of microgreens, growing microgreens, and it is certainly an important item in your diet, especially if you live in an apartment in the city, or in a townhome, and you are confined to how much space you have to grow. Microgreens on your kitchen counter. It's a very, very good book. It goes into detail on how to grow various kinds of microgreens, and I would highly recommend it. Well, those are the sources, as well as all the videos that we have done here, which is just 6. It's just a tip of the iceberg, but as well as the videos listed within the courses, and of course within the PDF. I'm going to say that again. If you want the PDF, which has more information in it than what we were able to include in these short videos, contact us at www.AscentAdvantageAcademy. That's AscentAdvantageAcademy.com, and it says Ascent Academy here, but it's Ascent Advantage Academy. If you will contact us at www.AscentAdvantageAcademy.com and ask for the PDF that goes along with the gardening courses, we will send it to you via email. No charge, no obligation, no nothing of that sort. We just want you to be able to enjoy your garden and grow as much of your own food as you can. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. And if you have liked these videos, please like them on YouTube. Thank you, and have a great time in your garden.